Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and hope you're having a great weekend so far. And I'm just checking the audio of my microphone. I think it's good, but welcome to a quick video on Bitcoin. Your daily update, of course. We'll talk about everything you need to know, including the market opening. There's no major economic events. I mean, right now what you're seeing is that the fundamentals for Bitcoin and the price increases are really driven by fundamentals, I would say. I mean, obviously directly they're driven by purchases. But right now with the halving coming up and the ETF inflows, which if you compare, for example, the ETF inflows for Bitcoin with the ETF inflows that we had for gold, it's ridiculous. Like we're getting billions of dollars bought into Bitcoin in a very short period of time. So that's very bullish. Now, obviously, it's the weekend, so basically until this morning when we had a little bit of a drop, which I told you things like these would happen, all right? Right now, the funding rates are still ridiculous, all right? They have dropped down a little bit, or at least some have dropped down a little bit. However, overall, the funding rates are still pretty crazy, all right? So what that means is that you have to pay a lot to keep your positions open. For Bitcoin, the effects of some sort of a smaller flush are less because of those ETF inflows, basically some sort of a purchase floor, and because of the bullish fundamentals. I mean, for Bitcoin, sure, you still have to pay quite hefty funding fees, but it's not, I mean, with the potential of potentially going up to the all-time high, that's about a, what is it, 10% move from here? Yeah, 10% move. Then funding rates at where they are right now, I believe the funding rate for Bitcoin specifically is like 0.03, 0.04 across the board, I would say. That's doable. So yeah, if you look at Bitcoin right now, I mean, the thing is that it really could go both ways. Now, if I just go off of the fundamentals, I would say we're bullish. If I just go off of the technicals, I would say we're bullish as well. If we go off of, so basically I'm just naming everything that's important, all right? Everything that we can see and kind of analyze. If I look at the liquidity, I would say we're bullish as well, heading up to 63,000 to grab that liquidity, potentially with some sort of a grab at 61,300 first. So I would say most indications or most indications we have and most variables we can look at are pointing towards the upside, all right? Even though, and I actually do think that the very small flush, which I doubt you can even call it a flush, I do think that helps. I mean, you can see some green funding rates across the board again, which is quite nice to see, all right? But no, assuming that, I think we're going to be bullish. But the thing is, and that's always the case, on a Sunday or some sort of the shift from Sunday to Monday, what usually happens is that we get a lot of volatility, all right? And that could be bearish volatility and bearish momentum as well, for the simple fact that right now the average price of Bitcoin for the last 5 days has basically been the same, while all those big position holders have had to hold their positions with high funding rates. So the costs are very quickly going to rack up for them. So if we don't get that bullish move soon, I would say in the next like 24 or 48 hours, maybe a little bit longer, but I'll keep you updated on that. But if we don't get that soon, then they're going to have to get rid of their positions. And if long positions are being closed, that means price is dropping down. All right, so it's definitely both possible, a bullish breakout and some sort of a bearish breakout. If we look at Bitcoin now, though, I mean, the open interest is also going up, which is mostly going into buys, some shorts as well, but that's normal. I mean, that also created the liquidity to the upside. But overall, like I said, I mean, we're waiting for either 63,000 to break out, after which I think we'll rally up to those all-time highs, or we're waiting for this main support at I would say 61,000, maybe 60,000 to break, which I don't expect. I think it's more likely than, if we're going to be bearish, I think it's more likely that we'll drop down there, but that we will hold that as support. But it's waiting for that. And at this moment, but I will keep you updated on that, I think that bullish breakout, potentially after some sort of a liquidity grab, I think that bullish breakout is most likely. All right, those are my thoughts for now. If you do have any questions, of course, let me know down in the comments. But for now, thank you for watching and listening. Take care and bye.